super friends. Welcome to another exciting episode of Galactivated Yoga on the beach. Hey, Chris Star Galactica, your fairy god sis, and Saint Joe Narcata, beats in the mix. We got Galactivators like this, giving hearts, giving love, and fun in the sun. Take a deep breath, it's gonna be so much fun. Are you ready? Galactivators! We're gonna have the next hour or so together, so I invite you to step outside if you're able to, super friends, wherever you're joining us from, all over the world. Thank you for the likes, thanks for the shares, thank you for the follows, thank you for our subscribers. Oops, YouTube Live, TikTok Live, and thanks for being here in person with us today on the beach. Beautiful beach in Love Beach, California. So I invite you to put down a blanket or a yoga mat or a sheet on the sand or on the earth, on the grass, or in your house, and find that straight head, neck, and spine. Get into that comfortable, easy seated pose, whatever that looks like for you. Look up with your eyes and follow your breath with your mind's eye. And as we settle in, I'd like to share what's going on galactically, super friends. Today is called White Galactic Mirror, the White Galactic Spiritual Mirror Day. So in our mind's eye, let's look in and up at that crown. Visualize a halo on the top of our head spiraling around. And we're purifying our spiritual center today. Galactic Mirror, we are integrating and harmonizing with the heavens and the earth with every moment. And on the White Mirror Day, we realize that the outer world is a reflection of our inner reality. Our breath is the spirit, it's the life force, it's the connection to our divine. So I invite you to breathe deeply in and out, expanding your belly, your ribs, your lungs, straightening your spine, and as you exhale, pull your belly in, tuning into the endless nature of ourselves and our lives, our spiritual self. We are in the 8th day of the Blue Monkey Wave spell, all about fun and play. The idea that the outer reality is an illusion, a reflection of our inner world. Let's inhale our arms up. We are in the overtone moon of radiance in this blue storm here, the blue rhythmic storm. So just allow these powerful energies to be building, catalyzing big change, so that we can fully awaken as our human divine, our yoga. So looking up with our mind's eye to that space between our hands, grabbing that light of our intention like a beautiful ball of stardust. And then let's clap our hands together, interlace those fingers, push those palms up, straightening our arms, and we're gonna take some breath of fire. So straightening the elbows by our ears, we're gonna pulse our belly, focusing on the exhales, pulling our belly in, letting the inhales happen automatically. Let that belly button pull in with your exhales. Pulsing that belly, sitting up taller. Reach those palms up. Release those fingers. Gaze at that third eye. Look up to that crown. Engage your root. Pulse that belly. Focus on the exhales. Ignite the fire. Manipura. Oh. Inhale at the top. exhale, fold, hinging forward, tucking our chin under. Om Shiva. Hold the breath out. And inhale, walking our hands up. Let's shift the crossing of our legs and bring the other leg on the top. Hands to our knees. Let's inhale and lift our heart, roll our shoulders back and down, bend those elbows. Lifting our chin, look up through that third eye, up through our crown. And as we exhale, straighten those arms, arch our spine, tuck our chin under, lean back, all the breath out. Inhale, scoop our heart forward, bend those elbows, lift our gaze, our drishti up, lift our chin, big smile, lift the corners of our mouth, pull up with Mula Bandha at the base of our body. Exhale, straighten our arms, arch our spine, lean back. Breathing, coming forward and upward. Breathing out, arching our spine, tuck our chin, lean backward. Flowing with our breath, in and out. Breathe in wellness. Breathe out, expansive space. Breathe in lightness. Breathe out peace. Breathe in brightness. Breathe out bliss. Inhale to center. Let's scoop those arms out and bring them up. Just holding these arms. Let's reach up with our right arm. And let's float this left hand down to the ground. And then stretch, leaning up and over. Lifting our heart. Find that deep breath. Pull through those pinkies. Use your breath to create more space. Om Namah Shivaya. Woo, inhaling. Arms up to the sky, Kundalini. Reach up with that left arm. Up, tall and high. And then we'll float this right arm down, leaning up and over. Reaching with that pinky side. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Inhale, rising on up. Let's interlace those fingers the opposite way we did before. Rotating our palms up, lifting up. Once again, we're going to play with some breath of fire. So let's exhale out our mouth this time, still focusing on pulling that belly in as we exhale, and the inhale's happening automatically. Arms up, gazing through that third eye, looking up through your crown. Om Namah Shivaya. Visualize light passing through your skull. X-ray light. Going gamma. Om Shivaya. Keep pulsing your belly. Ignite that fire. Your life force. Pull that belly in. As you exhale out your mouth, like you're lighting a lamp. You're polishing the lamp in the cave of wonders where the magical genie lives. Awakening the Shakti, the life force, the prana, vitality. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Inhale. Hold it at the top. Engage your root, pull your belly in. Engage your neck, look up at that third eye. Big smile. Oh, exhale, fold over ourselves, hand to the ground, tuck our chin. Om Namah Shivaya. Deep breath in. Exhale, one more. And inhale, rising on up. Rising up. Hands come back behind. Let's unwind these legs and shake them out. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand in front, right hand behind our spine. Flex those yogi toes, spread them wide. 3 breaths, sitting up nice and tall. Stretch your eyes, big smile. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the other side. Left hand against our spine, pressing us nice and tall, lifting from our hearts, stretching our eyes. Spread those yogi toes, nice active feet. Be present in your feet. Be present with your breath. Spread those toes. Let me see you wiggle, spread those toes. Toes. Spread the toes. Inhale up to center, reaching up, looking up, bringing our gaze up, and then we're going to just tap on the crown of our head. Scratch on the crown of our head. All these reflexology points at the top of our body. The 1,000-petaled lotus, Sasara. We're going to visualize it energetically purifying today. So we connect with the radiant waves of light from the stars, the cosmos, the superconscious gamma streams of light from our highest selves. And then inhale, arms up, and exhale, hinge at the waist, forward folding, reaching. And if you can reach your feet, your toes, spread them. Maybe you have to bend your knees, massage your feet, stretch them, open them. Get into your soles. Oh, deep breath. Shake out your faces, your jaws, any tension. In your mind's eye, visualize a peacock. Peacock and a peahen in your mind's eye. This is the galactic totem for this moon cycle. The overtone moon of radiance.
Best day ever.
It is the best day ever. Best day ever. Super friends, Galactivate. And walking our hands up our legs. Let's bring our souls together, feet together, and bring those feet in close to our bodies as we sit up nice and tall and roll our shoulders back and down. Just playing with our feet, massaging as we gently stretch our neck side to side. Fill up with the love of dog in our hearts. Dog is love. Soggy, sandy doggy. Soggy, sandy doggy. Charlie. Oh, the baby. All right, let's grab these ankles and roll our shoulders back and down and lift through our sternum. Lift our hearts. We're gonna just lean back and stretch our neck. So breathing into our neck, our chin, our eyes, our face. Just being present in all those little muscles on under the side of our chin. Our neck, stretching, looking up with our eyes, up through our open mind, our open crown. Visualize that third eye, energetic chakra in the fifth dimension, the dimension of light, manifesting for us today a vortex of energy right in our mind's eye, like a portal of light. Let it awaken today like we're getting spiritual wings. And then let's take our neck side to side, looking over one shoulder, stretching our eyes. Then over to the other side. Back and forth, stretching our eyes. Then let's scooch our feet just a little bit forward and lean forward, tucking our chin under. Sure we have room behind us. We're gonna play with some spinal rolls. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So rolling back with our feet back overhead, and then we'll roll forth with our feet together and just play with going back and forth. Back, let's see if our feet can grace the ground, and then use momentum, feet together, knees out when we come forward. Maybe even your third eye can touch your toes, perhaps. And then we'll pause and plow the next time with our feet back overhead and bringing our hands to our lower back and walking those elbows in towards one another. We'll just hang out there for a few breaths. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. So hands to our lower back, supporting ourselves, and then walk those shoulders, those elbows in closer to one another behind our back. Just kind of rock side to side. Make sure your neck is neutral. Straighten those legs out towards the ground behind you. Use your hands to push your hips back towards the ground and really inchworm those elbows towards one another. So you come up onto those shoulders. Keep reaching your legs, your feet back to the ground behind you. Keep pushing into your back. Keep that neck long. And then from here, if and when you feel supported and comfortable, thank you, Chatty Cathy, so much for the gifts. If it feels good here, you're welcome to bring your feet up over your hips for a shoulder stand. Just make sure your neck is supported. Or you can modify by bringing your lower back to the ground and just bringing your feet up over your hips. So that's our modification there. So just play with what feels best for you today, super friends. And find that deep rhythmic breath. Ujjayi breath. Like an ocean wave, like you're fogging a mirror with your nose. And then we'll bring our feet back overhead. And just roll on down. And let's just come onto our back. Let's bring our knees in and make little circles with our knees. And then let's take our right knee and cross it over the left. And pull those legs in close to our body. Taking our hands to our knees, just gently rock side to side as we breathe. And then let's make some circles with our ankles and wiggle those toesies. Circling in one direction. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And then we'll circle our ankles the other direction for 3 deep breaths. Keep circling them, wiggle your toes, keep going. Keep breathing, wiggle those ankles around. Good, be present in those soles. And then we're gonna take our hands to our feet, our soles, and bring those palms to your soles if you can reach today, and pull them in. This is for your hips, this is for your root, this is for sciatica, this is for that vagus nerve, pulling those feet in. This is for your body's circulatory system. If you can't reach, just keep your hands on your knees where you were. Keep squeezing those knees in. All right, now we're gonna modify. So now we're gonna let that left foot come down and we're gonna flex that right ankle and cross that right ankle on top of that left thigh above the knee. And then reach that right hand between your legs. So we're still on the same side. Right leg is on the top. Right leg is on top of the left leg. And right hand is on that left shin. So we're doing the same side. Right leg is on top. Flex that foot. Reach your right hand between your legs. Interlace your hands around that left shin. Right leg is on the top. Right hand is in between your legs from the inside through that little hole. And then pull that left leg in to your body. So release your hands from your right leg and place them around your left leg. With your right leg on the top. There you go. There you are. Yes. And then breathe. And then to increase the stretch, you can use that right elbow to push that right thigh forward if you like, keeping both feet flexed and breathing and smiling. And then releasing that right hand, crossing those knees again. We're gonna let those knees drop over to the left side as we extend this right arm and shoulder up and back towards the right, twisting our upper body right and our lower body left. And let's play with some sound here. Let's take an om, ah, oh, ooh, silence. Deep breath. Two more. Last one, best one. And inhaling back to center, hug those knees in. Let's curl up in a ball, give those knees a kiss. Mwah, mwah. Rocking side to side. And then placing both legs up to the sky. Let's zigzag, crisscross those legs. Intermission time. And then we'll bend these knees, continuing our intermission, planting both feet on the ground into a bridge pose. So feet are hip width apart. Fingertips can just touch your heels. Shoulders roll back and down. Press into the ground with your arms, your forearms, and lift your hips up. Neck is neutral. And then begin to walk your shoulders towards one another and clasp your hands together behind your back, underneath you. Pushing down with our forearms and lifting those hips higher. Neck is still neutral. Keep pressing with your feet. Push your hips up. Squeeze those knees towards one another. Press into those forearms and reach your heart up towards your chin as you gaze in and up at that third eye and out the halo in your crown chakra. Sahasrara with an om. Inhale onto our tippy toes, release our hands and shoulders. Exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Windshield wiper those knees side to side to release our lower backs. And then coming back to center, let's cross that left knee over the right. Squeezing, drawing these knees in, pull. With your hands on your knees, pull those feet in. Left leg is on the top. Start to make circles with our ankles, one direction. Wiggle the toes as well while we're at it. Deep breaths. 2 more deep breaths, circling those ankles. And the other direction, and circling those ankles. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep circling, circle, circles, circle, circles, circle, circles. As we breathe. All right, and then we're gonna place our right hand on that left sole, left hand on that right sole. Squeeze these legs in. So if this is too much for your hips, you can keep your hands on your knees. Just keep pulling these legs in. And breathe into that hip. Keep that left leg on the top. Right knee is coming in towards your torso. Big smile. Let's take some laughter yoga into that hip. Laugh all the way down into that hip. And then we're going to release our grip, our hands on our feet, and just let that ankle glide over, cross that thigh, keep that leg crossed. Just let that ankle now hook on that right thigh, which is still pushing in towards your body. Keep that left foot flexed. That ankle is hooked on top of that thigh. So that knee is no longer bent in half. It's in a 90-degree ankle. That left foot is pivoted over to the right side. 90-degree angle with our knee, our left knee, yes. And just that ankle is sitting above the right knee on that thigh, creating a figure 4. So right knee's coming in, left hand goes between your legs and hooks on that right shin. Between your legs, left hand. That space between your thighs, put your hand in between, not around your thigh like you're hugging yourself, but in between your legs, in that space between. And then that hand goes on the outside of that thigh, and then your right hand goes around and interlace your fingers around the thigh. Good. Or the calf. Yes. Flexing both feet, pull them in towards your body, and big smile, deep breath. Ha 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 ha. And laugh into your sacrum. Laugh into Muladhara. The deepest laugh you can create. Laugh like Santa. Laugh so you're seeing red. All right, super friends, releasing our hands, we're gonna cross that knee once again over the right, and then we're gonna drop those knees over to the right side as we extend that left arm and shoulder up and back to the left side. Taking a deep twist. And breathing, coming on back to center. Once again, hug those knees in and rock side to side. And then planting those feet hip width apart, windshield wiper those knees side to side. And then once again, we're going to come up into a bridge. So bending those knees, fingers touching those heels, feet hip width apart, pressing into the ground, neck is neutral, lifting our hips, walking those shoulders towards one another, clasping our hands together the opposite way. Push down with those forearms, squeeze those knees together, lift our hips, push into the earth, reach our heart up towards our chin. Breathe and gaze in and up at that third eye. Lock your root, belly, and neck at the top of your inhales and the bottom of your exhales. And breathe into the bridge pose. Coming up onto our tippy toes, release our hands, hugging those knees. Roll onto our side. We're gonna just press ourselves up and around. Coming on forward. Thank you so much for the gifts. And we're gonna bring our hands under our shoulders, move our spine around, up and down. In our tabletop, dropping our belly, lifting our drishti. As we breathe in and arching our spine, dropping our crown. Thanks, Jen. Hanson made candles. Breathing. And coming back to center, neutral tabletop, curling those toes, press into the ground, lift our knees up with our hips back into downward dog. Reach those heels down, press to the ground with our palms, head dangles to the ground, shake everything out. Inhale, shifting our weight forward to plank. Exhale, lowering on down to the ground. Inhale, peeling our heart up, cobra. Lifting through our chin, soften our backside, look up at that third eye. And slowly lowering on down. Keep those elbows hugged into our body. So this is a tricep push-up as we curl our toes and press up into plank. And as we exhale, let's lower on down. And inhale, press up and rise. And exhale, elbows in, lower on down. Inhale, push up and rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. One more inhale. Press up. Exhale, downward dog, hips up high. Heels down, press into the ground. And then let's walk our feet just a little closer. And then just a little closer. And then just a little closer to our hands. And just coming into a forward fold, just hanging out here, dangling. Just letting our hips sway, our head be below our heart. Even grabbing our elbows. Let our head be between our arms and just sigh and sway side to side. Left hand down to the ground, bend that left knee, straighten our right leg, right arm, taking a twist, reaching up. Left hand down, right arm up. And bringing this right hand down, bend that right knee, left arm up, left leg straightens. Deep breath in. Hands come back down to the ground. Bend those knees. Let's ragdoll roll up. Coming on up, arms out and up. Let's just stand here in our victorious mudra, just briefly. Just practice those feelings, running the currents of victory is ours. Let's say that. Victory is ours.
Victory is ours.
Victory is ours. Just give yourself permission to feel that feeling. Success, achievement, worthiness, deservability, satisfaction, accomplishment. Om Namah Shivaya. Yoga. We're going to clap our hands together. Bring them down the center line. Heel toe those feet together. Just stand in a mountain pose. Tadasana. Right. Left hand on our heart. Right hand on our left. Vow to connect to my heart every day in every way. Everything I do with love, based from a heart of love. Bringing our hands to our hips, baby bending our knees. Okay, we're gonna bend that left knee back. And just play with bend it back and bring it to the ground. Bend it back, lift it up, bring it down to the ground. Bring it back, lift it up, bring it down to the ground, bring it back. Next time we bring it back, we're going to take this left hand, reach back and grab the top of that foot. And then we're going to release it and send it forward. And then bring it down. So now, grounding in through that left leg, we're going to bend that right knee back and set it down. Hands on our hips. Bend that knee back. Set it down. Bend that knee back. Set it down. And then bend that knee. Reach back with that right hand. Grab the top of that foot. Just playing with our balance here. And then we'll release that leg forward and straighten it out. And bring it on down. And then we're going to take our feet wide here. Nice and wide stance. Reach those arms out to the side. And then bring our hands back behind us. Interlace those fingers. Hinge forward at the waist. Baby bending those knees, and maybe you could get your crown onto the ground. Visualize your crown becoming purified today with this beautiful earth energy. with the galactic energy. Visualize the cosmos space all around us, 360 degrees, light coming at us, light speed. Oh, Namah Shivaya. And then placing our hands to the ground. Let's lift up. Come forward and we'll just come on down to the ground. Now's a great time to take a drink break. And then we'll play with some sit-ups. So using our core, make sure there's room behind us. We're gonna ease on down the road, coming on to our backside, interlacing our fingers behind our neck and taking some crunches. Squeezing our belly, big smile, flowing with our breath. Find those exhales. Be aware of your crown. Om Namah Shivaya. Body, mind, spirit, tune into your divinity. Push down with your toes. Keep pulsing that belly. Keep breathing. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Invite your sixth sense. Begin to awaken the light. Enlightenment inside. That fifth dimensional, third strand, fourth strand, fifth strand, helix of DNA to awaken within you in the dimension of light, the fifth dimension of light. And then we're gonna just drop down to the ground, just melt. Let those legs straighten out, head, neck, and spine, straight line, arms and legs open to the ground, to the sky. And just melt now into our shavasana as we bring our gaze, our drishti, in and up at that third eye, in and up at that crown, and then just melt, eyes closed, into the silence for our shavasana. And we'll be back for our galactivation in divine timing. So just into the silence we go. Love is washing over us. The light is everywhere, awakening inside of us like sound waves in the air. The signals from the higher self, the universal mind, are passing through us now as well, X-raying us inside. This mega super consciousness is yoking us to light, like full spectrum rainbow bliss. Enlightenment, it's time. And we within the center, with the senses here of 5, we see, we sense, we taste, we touch, we smell it now in our mind's eye. But beyond the 5th dimension, a 6th sense is opening like a dragon's vision or a cat eye in a shining. Slowly crystallizing, we perceive this higher mind, this lightness, this brightness, this luminosity, the space of our divine. Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Narayanaya, such a sweetness, bliss, such love. Dawning now within us, surrounding us in all of life, from Galactic Mother, from that black hole in the sky, coming through a portal, a wormhole through space and time, our eternal self, immortal, going gamma in our mind, this super conscious presence giving access to the stars. Everywhere in this eternal now is where we are. It's always the now, it's always here. That's always where we be. This light, this tone, this awakening in our ear, we hear clearly. We start to perceive, we start to notice, we start to dream awake. Our mega super consciousness, our divine self, like a cookie being baked. As we rest and receive, we allow and believe, we now begin to slowly perceive. We are not alone, we can't be separated. We are coming back home. Our spiritual self is integrated with all of the light on all of the stars, 360 vision. We perceive in our hearts that all around us, the light is attracted, for we are magnetic. Our spiritual power is resurrected. In our mind's eye, we see like a crystal beginning to sprout, growing up energetically like a serpent rising up from the base of our spine, from the tip of our tail, from that great invisible seed, like the serpent and the egg at the same time blooming inwardly. The mother dragon calling us home now to the skies. Our inner self within us cracking open, beginning to rise. Our eternal spiritual mastery climbing up our spine. And into that third eye, ajna, we see rolling away the stone of our mind. The philosopher's stone, we hold it now within our palm of light. The hand of the Buddha, the Hamsa, awakening now with inner sight. We see ourselves enlightened masters rising at this time, an awakened and enlightened Buddhahood for our humanity. In our mind's eye, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, liberating us, setting ourselves free. The vibration, the 9, the 6, and the 3, a triangulation, our higher self into the dimensions of light, going Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shivaya, Om Shivaya. We are yoga, we are yoked, we are Parama Shakti, spinning like a spoke, the chakras of galactic streams, anchoring into our crown, our mind, and down into our body, into this earth through the power of our hearts, the portal of eternity. In the earth below us rising, giving us all this earth energy, putting us on just like a glove. We are divine humanity, filling our body, mind, soul with love, back in unity. We radiate this to heavens above in love, gratitude, thankfulness for all we perceive. We give thanks for our tomorrows planted as a seed. We give thanks beyond the sorrows, beyond the past and history. We give thanks for which we're growing beyond who we thought we could be. We give thanks for all we are knowing, for all we're able to receive. We give thanks for all of life's blessings as we open to health and happiness. We give thanks and we are receiving and allowing it all to be here and all to be well. We give thanks as we come back into our bodies, our breath, and into our minds. We give thanks for all that is and everybody that's helped us receive this moment and this time. Om Namah Shivaya. Our spiritual self is now online. From the top of our crown and into our mind and into our body and right down our spine to the edges of our souls and into our lives, back around, back up into our arms and out to life. We stretch and yawn and reach and receive our human, our divine, our divinity. Overhead, we stretch and yawn, coming back to life. A new version of ourself has now been born, fully manifested inside. As we bring our knees into our chest, the spiritual energy of the divine goddess. Our knees inside, we wrap around our lives, reborn as a fetus, the living Christ, and slowly rolling onto our side. And whenever we're ready, taking our time, rocking ourselves, rolling ourselves back up to seated, head, neck, and spine aligned. Easy seated pose, sitting in our Buddhahood as the ascended Christ, shoulders rolled back and down, listening inwardly to that silence beyond the sounds one more time. From the above place, ultraviolet light, passing like an X-ray through our open mind. Halos open, find that gamma mind into our bodies, a signal of our divine, anchoring into the tip of our tailbone and our roots, the frequency of light, of Shiva, of yoga in you, offering a signal like a microwave, radiating warmth, infrared light and heat inwardly, and into the visible spectrum, senses of 5. We start to perceive beyond space and time, and into these bodies and into our form. An awakened humanity has now been born. Inhaling our arms up to the sky. Gather the light, our divine, one more time, pulling it down like a spiritual lifeline through our open crown, through our third eye, down into our heart as we bow to what lives inside. Left hand on our heart, Divine Mother, right hand on top, Divine Father, sitting on the throne of this Christed heart together. Heavens meet the earth, yin meets the yang, Mother meets the Father, and here we are, divine beings. Divine in me, divine in thee, one great light of everything, honoring this and in all that we see. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate! Thank you everyone for this yoga Galactivation. Thank you YouTube, thank you TikTok Live, and thank you for being here in person. We invite you to go to our Galactivators.com if you'd like to get some Galactivated gear like this jacket St. Joe's wearing, or my jacket, or our singing bowls imported from Nepal, or to offer a donation, or to sign up for our email list so you will know all the fun things coming up. We're going to be in the parade.
Check out our new song, Santa's an Extraterrestrial.
New video coming soon.
Out now on all platforms.
As well as our Unite the World and Give Peace a Chance video.
Yes.
That's very exciting. So we'll see you tonight on our live stream, Magical Musical Improv with Galactivators. And until then, give yourself a hug, give your friend a hug, hug Lucian. Let's spread all the love and stay galactivated.
All right, much love.
Stay lit.